Hey there. Today, let us dive into one of the most transformative chapters in the Bible, the fourth chapter of First Peter. It is a powerful message about changed lives that is just as relevant today as it was when it was first written. Picture this. You're living in a world that doesn't understand your faith, maybe even mocks it. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Peter was addressing. He starts by telling us that since Christ suffered in his body, we should be ready to face challenges too. But here's the interesting part. He says this suffering can actually help us break free from sin. It's like spiritual workout, if you will. Now, Peter drops some truth that might make us a bit uncomfortable. He talks about how we should be done with all those things from our past, the wild parties, the excessive drinking, the gossip, all that stuff that used to consume our time. But he's not just saying, don't do this, don't do that. There's a deeper message here. Here's where it gets really interesting. Peter tells us that when we change our lives for Christ, some people around us might think we're strange for not joining in their old activities anymore. They might even speak badly about us. But guess what? Peter says don't let that shake you. These same people will have to give account to God, who is ready to judge everyone. But there's more to this chapter than just avoiding certain behaviors. Peter emphasizes living with purpose because the end of all things is near. Now, don't worry. He's not being all doom and gloom here. Instead, he's encouraging us to live meaningfully, pray earnestly, love deeply, and serve others with the gifts God has given us. One of my favorite parts is when Peter talks about being good stewards of God's grace. Think about that for a moment. Everything we have, our talents, our resources, our very lives, are gifts from God, and we're called to use them to serve others. The chapter closes with a remarkable perspective on suffering. Peter says we shouldn't be surprised when we face trials as Christians. Instead, we should actually rejoice because we're sharing in Christ's sufferings. That's a pretty radical way to look at difficulties, isn't it? Here's the bottom line. Peter's message is about complete transformation. It's not about making minor adjustments to our lives. It's about a total renovation of how we think, act, and live. This isn't just ancient wisdom. It's a blueprint for living a life of purpose and meaning today. Remember, when Peter wrote this, he wasn't sitting in some comfortable study. He was writing to Christians facing real persecution. That's the kind of changed life he's talking about, and it's still the call for us today.